They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Boo, landed.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And they'll run it here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble. But all is well. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Back to throw here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Spinning away. Oh, he did it again. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Raiders have got him. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Gun, 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 gun. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. And even 40 yards.
Gun, 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 gun.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man in a crossing route. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll go to Pirine, try to pound it in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one,
and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos are in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Watching that, Barney. Barney.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that, Barney. Barney.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And last time, 1 play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're 1 big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And a big loss here as as he's taken down. Sheldon Rankins in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 32 that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. That'll bring up 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He'll get it up the middle. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
They run with Geis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now back to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. The Raiders on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Green 39. Green 39.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. Boy, stays up. Pushing through the contact. He won't go down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, and got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you got to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Gone!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27th. They stay on the ground, Geis again, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27th. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Out to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Sheldon Rankins, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6, and the Raiders add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he's stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
You